Welcome to the Elevating Leaders series, where we go beyond the headlines and straight to the people who are redefining insurtech and business transformation. We've caught up with the visionaries and the pioneers that are currently driving the industry forward, bringing you exclusive insights, strategies, and stories you won't hear anywhere else. If you're ready to go deeper, this is your front row seat to the future of insurance. I'm Miguel Edwards, and this is 5 Minutes. As you look into your crystal ball, Heather, 24 months out, as you're watching in the industry, the acceleration of the adoption of AI in different use cases, what's your roadmap look like? What are you thinking about in terms of the next evolution for either just the industry in general or for Clarion specific?
So I made a statement that we all need to work together in this ecosystem. Yeah. We all play a role.
Yep.
It's very interesting, right? How we're complicated. I think there's a place where there's going to have to be some converging, okay? Yep. When I look at insurtech, so there's a lot of insurtechs that are out there that are point solutions. Mm-hmm. And it's an integration game and a data game. So with integration, you know, the carriers and self-insurance can only integrate so much. Mm-hmm. It's hard, okay? Mm-hmm. And, you know, a lot of them, they're doing their upgrades, they're going to the cloud, which will make it easier. I really think that a lot of them, and this is where we play, we're an end-to-end AI platform, okay? And it's hard to work with 100 insurtechs. And so I think there's going to slowly be a convergence, whether we start to merge a little bit inside of ourselves with insurtechs,
sure, because
we really believe in one platform, one UI, one integration.
Okay.
And that even means, you know, we're the headless app. So if you have a model that you want to use internally on our application, our platform, we do that as a headless app. So I think that's one thing. I think it's really confusing for a lot of the carriers on the buy side of having so many of us. I think there's gonna be a convergence on that front of it, whether it's the PE firms that thread us together,
sure,
or the carriers do something on that side of it, right? Yeah. So I think that's one thing that needs to happen.
There'll probably be a bunch that fizzle out too.
There'll be a bunch that just don't make it, right? I think that's one thing.
Yeah.
I think the second thing is, finally, there's an adoption that's happening. You know, I see a lot of the carriers jumping in on the document intelligence. It's safe for them.
Yep.
The adjusters feel like, okay, you're not taking my job away. Oh my goodness, you really are helping me. But I think the adjusters are starting to feel like, okay, like our application, you aren't taking my job away. You still want me there. You still need my experience. But you know, the chief claims officers have to even go beyond that and go to the next generations and go, listen, you're not losing your job. We need human in the loop, but I got the next set of generations that I've got to bring these tools in.
Sure.
So I think, you know, we're going to see even more adoption, and because the financial outcomes that they're dealing with right now with claims expenses, you remember a day when everyone would just accept the claim expense. Oh, that's okay. We're used to that big old 800-pound, you know, over there bringing that in. That's not the case anymore.
Right.
They're not just the operational head, the chief claims officer. They have to own the financials of that lost cost and those claims expenses. And that dynamic is changing too, where I see them starting to look for solutions as well. I think a big change is going to be just in the automation. So we really talk about on our platform, you're going to have all the techniques. You're going to have business intelligence in there. You need to know where you are right now, okay? And then the next one, you're going to have, okay, I'm predicting. I'm telling you the options of what could happen, and I'm telling you, you know, why this could happen. So you're going to have that in there. Then you're going to have the Gen AI in there that's explaining why this is going to happen. We actually think people are just going to keep on automating and automating and automating to the point, especially in personal, there's going to just be a digital adjuster at some point, right? I mean, in personal auto right now, you can pretty much get through a claims experience without the human in the loop for some very low touch claims.
For sure.
Commercial could obviously get there at some point too, by all the models and all the techniques getting to that place. And really you're just dealing with a bot at some point and a bunch of models that just know you and can answer your questions and can take in voice and take in text, right? I think we're gonna get to that place at some point. But that doesn't mean the adjuster's ever going to, I think there's an option, right? Like when I think about embedded insurance, I think about embedded intelligence, not embedded insurance from, you know, purchasing, you know, from that piece. I think that these next generations are really going to expect the way that they live their life, that insurance should model that to you.
Sure.
And I'm going to choose. I want to choose when I want to talk to you. I want to choose when I want to deal with this. So I think the digital adjuster and the human adjuster, there'll be choices of how, the claimant wants to work in that particular instance. And so I really think we're going to evolve with that. And when I talk about our platform, we're using all these techniques, right? You've got to do reporting. You do the analytics, right? You're doing the predictive analytics. Then you're doing the Gen AI. We do all of that in our platform. You just have to. It's the way that you do business.
100%.
And I don't want people to think, oh, all you do is the Gen AI. No, you have to do all of it, right? There's still business rules in there. I mean, it's just, you have to be able to work all angles to deliver a platform like ours.
Thank you for joining this episode of 5 Minutes. If you've enjoyed our discussion, we'd love for you to share it with anyone else you think might find it interesting. Also, please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you're listening on and hit that bell to stay on top of the game with our practical 5-minute episodes. We look forward to seeing you again next week.